It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you, and Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're off from Arrowhead. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes starting off with a throw. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And that's good for a gain of 5. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That heater is going to fall to the turf. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by a quarterback who entered our league back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State, Mason Rudolph.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second and 3 now. From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Justin Reed with the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From midfield now. He'll get this complete to Westbrook-Akine. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. Still has room inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score. Pass play on 1st and goal. He's got it. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. McCole Hardman now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shotgun handoff to P-Ron. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And the Titans rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And he'll go down here at the 16. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs with the football. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Here's pressure, and he is dropped by the Titans. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll go down here at the 16.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Has it down close. Touchdown, Kansas City. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. Julius Chestnut to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And with just under 40 seconds left to go, Brock, they can try a drive, but they gotta hurry. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll throw it. Boyd hauls it in. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. That brings us to halftime, and these teams locked up on the scoreboard. It's a 7-7 ball game. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Here's Chestnut on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So to begin the 3rd, it'll be the Titans offense we see first. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Back now, pressure on its way. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's Chestnut on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now here comes the Titans on offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. They get 38 out of the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Back to throw now. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the 29. Into the hands of Okonkwo. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing from the gun here. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains, build momentum, and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Trying again with Pollard. Launches, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Titans cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans tie things up at 14. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Short side option here. He's running left. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Working inside the red zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Chestnut on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans ready to take over on offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pass taken in by Pollard. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Caught by Westbrook-Akine. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2nd and 3 now. From the 48. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. They'll go, it's Pollard. And that hit stops him in his tracks. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Chiefs offense set to take over again. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life. And you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. It's Pacheco again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First and 10 from the 41. Right back to Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. The Titans call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second down now, 7 to go. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us. Indeed, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.